This is JXE Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Engadget's Associate Engagement Editor. Right? Great title. But we are going to go with Streams Producer today, and we are about to fire up and play Final Fantasy 15 on the PlayStation 4. This is the episode Duscae demo that is shipped with the newly released Final Fantasy Type 0 that just came out today. And I'm just so excited about this right now. It's been a very long time since I was excited about a Final Fantasy demo. Probably since I got Brave Fencer Musashi in 1998 and it came with that little chunk of Final Fantasy VIII. That's probably the last time I was this freaking pumped. Yeah, we're gonna go with English voiceover, by the way. I know that there are probably some of you in the crowd that are purists and might want the Japanese, but we're gonna go with English because I'm curious. Square Enix games can go kind of back and forth when it comes to their English voice acting in RPGs. Sometimes it's great. I actually thought Lightning Returns had awesome voice acting. Final Fantasy 13 too. Terrible voice acting. A thong-based culture, so Brazil, right? Yes, precisely. Oh man, here we go. Oh my god. I try not to be a geek about this sort of thing, but I'm very excited. I love the road trip premise too of Final Fantasy 15. I love that these dudes are on the road. I love that it's always barbecue time. It's always barbecue and Lexus time. Final Fantasy 15 episode Duscae. When you've spent your entire life looking out at the serrated city skyline, it's easy to lose yourself in the sprawling Duscaean landscape. The prince and his retinue were halfway to Cauthis when their daydreams came to a sudden screeching halt, the regalia's last gasp before giving out to the unpaved back roads. Now they were truly lost in the landscape, broken down by the side of the road with the disc well out of walking distance. The Archean Titan would have to wait. He'd been dormant for ages anyway. The first order of business was getting back on four wheels. Oh, so the car breaks down. Maybe they probably shouldn't be off-roading with a luxury vehicle. Call me crazy, but fighting monsters in a freaking Lexus is probably not the best idea. Some bros just grilling hot dogs. If anybody would like me to turn on subtitles and they are not already on, I will do so. Pepper Sandwich, they casted Shield on the car. That's how you take care of all the nicks and scratches. Dude, answer your phone. Also, why hasn't the phone gone to voicemail?
If only somebody hadn't wrecked the car. God, unbelievable.
Oh, I would hate to be that guy. Oh, come on, don't be that way. You know I didn't mean to do it.
Of course not. Sabotage is far beyond you.
I didn't wreck the car. I was too busy making sure that my hair was the Cloud Strife special. Answer the phone, son. Yeah, that guy definitely wishes he was Cloud. And that literally is just Cloud's hair.
Rise and shine, princess.
Tremors.
I will tell you that, the shift going from playing Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, which, yes, they touched it up for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version, but man, it, like, you can tell it's still a
Eyes
PSP
open.
game.
And
This,
he's up.
God, I know this is an early version, but damn, like, that is what I want
Technically
character models to look like in a PlayStation 4 version of of Final Fantasy.
Not technically having our automobile repaired and heading to Corthus, then?
No turning back now, Your Highness. Gotta pay his enormousness a visit.
It's gotta smell terrible in that tent, right?
Yeah.
Like, they've been on the road, they haven't
Wonder what
showered,
it's like outside.
they reek of Chocobo.
Wow! Couldn't ask for better weather.
Ah, good day for walking. Aren't we lucky?
So, like, call me crazy, but if all of this was pixels and that was just text dialogue, that would have sounded like Final Fantasy 4, 5, or 6. Not bad. I don't want to be that guy that sits there and, like, nitpicks every little thing in the game, but
We're well short of the amount due, I'm afraid.
We need to think bigger, like Behemoth big.
Hunting down its horns could get us the money, if it doesn't get us killed.
Wouldn't worry. We're as good as dead without the car anyway.
Might already be a lost cause.
Hey, if Cindy says she can fix it, that's good enough for me.
Since she's gone to all the
TV.
trouble of servicing it nearby...
Look at Fabulous does not negate stank, man. Stank happens.
Money.
Simple enough. We hawk whatever we hunt till we come up with the cash, then...
Baha, I really like the main character's look, too. Oh, wow, that just transitioned, like, straight into the game. Cool. Raise the 24,000 gil needed for the repairs. Gather information about the notorious Behemoth. Well, guys, Behemoth is a metal band. No, wait, that's not the right Behemoth. Different Behemoth. Oh, it's making me do the Master Chief. Use the camera first. Oh, wow. Hoplite 22, what's up, brother? Glad you could make it. So very first thing is Noctis is a lot heavier to move around than I would have expected him to be. I've been playing Final Fantasy Type 0 and playing Final Fantasy X HD as well recently. And the characters just sort of like fly around the screen.
Nice.
But Noctis is very kind of weighty. Like, it takes a second when you press the analog stick to really get a sense of momentum going. There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, what is that guy? There is a giraffe elephant in the background. Alright, I'm going to do what the game wants. Yodel, exactly. Yes. They decided to go with more of like a Priscilla, Queen of the Desert vibe for the main characters, rather than straight up biker in Full Throttle 2. Dread Behemoth Deadeye, sighted in nearby woods. Enter at your own risk. I love the idea of a place where everybody wanders around with swords, smartphones, and still goes up to a paper bulletin board. Alright, so we have to go kill Behemoth.
Hold up a sec.
Huh?
I have seen a film called Jurassic Park. Life finds a way, Yodel. Oh! Here's how to fight.
All out. Just don't get too carried away.
Show when to talk.
Attacking and defending. Tim C42, yeah, is a little bit different than Final Fantasy IX. Although, hopefully there were still people with tails. Attack and defense. First, you will learn how to defend yourself. While defending, you will dodge all incoming strikes. Dodging costs MP. Interesting. Put up your defenses and dodge Gladio's strike. Oh! Weird. Very weird. Alright. Keep your defenses up. I can't... Alright, so I've been tapping it the last couple of times to get by. Alright, so if you just hold it, it says hold on the screen. There we go. Pepper Sandwich, yeah, god. Yoko Shimomura, I've been so excited about Yoko Shimomura's music for this game. Like, the fact that a track from this game made it on to the greatest hits album of Yoko Shimomura called Dramatica that came out in 2008 is insane and demonstrates how long this game's been in production. Oh, that feels nice. God, this looks good! Like, the blurring effect is just spectacular. Whoa! So, I don't know what's going on. Oh, alright, so you have to stop attacking and hold that block button pretty early. Noctis can perform various feats by spending MP. Warp. Warp to location by throwing his sword. What? Oh, that's interesting. So recovery is about, like, getting to high ground? That's bizarre. Oh my... Cool. Techniques are shown at the bottom left of the screen. Derek Sanskrit, sword throwing is my new favorite means of transportation. That'll get you arrested, my friend. Oh, cool. Alright, Tempest. Don't have enough MP. So your magic points refill pretty quickly. All of his MP, he will fall into stasis. Noctis cannot warp. Okay, so when you run out of MP, you still have to, like, you have to wait for things to recharge. It's like the, think like the stamina in, Skyrim, or everyday life. Oh, you can jump! That's weird. Okay. Oh, that is awesome! Mithrandir, this seems really strange but really satisfying. I can see how the rhythm might be setting up. Yeah, very much so. Like, there is, like, a very unusual rhythm to it, but, like, before it stopped me there, I was already getting into a situation of queuing up for the next attack, and then, like, sitting there and looking down at the lower left screen and sliding through the special abilities. You can parry an oncoming attack by reacting to the marker. I guess there's like a little claw thing. Oh, cool. Very cool. Alright, messed that up. Ooh, okay. Alright, the timing on the parries is really tricky. You really have to wait. Yeah, so it's sort of like right when he jumps in the air, you have to tap square. Yeah, too early. There we go. Alright, so I get that. Alright. Oh, shit! Wow! Too early! Is it a good sign when you die in a...
Not looking so good, Prince Charmless.
Nice one. Call me that from now on.
It's actually pretty good. Alright, yeah, definitely way too early here. Okay. Too early. This is hard! Double tap square so you can counter. Yeah, it's weird. You have a little bit more of a window. God, I died yet again. Wow. That's not good.
Come on, that's not the prince I know.
Yeah, the prince I know wears a lot of purple. Plays a weird guitar. You throw when doves cry. They don't know friends. Oh man, I'm terrible at parrying, guys. I'm working on it here. Okay. Hold. Way too early. Yeah, so he is defending. There's not a great visual cue for when you are and aren't defending. Wow. Rages for Calm. Final Fantasy 15 is, as folks are just explaining in the chat, a separate game from Final Fantasy Type 0. Jeez. Maybe if I hold... No. Wow. Yeah, Baja, it does seem like I'm attacking rather than parrying, but it is... You do have to tap square. Jeez. Wow. Derek, so I'd actually read a lot of people make the comparison to Kingdom Hearts as well. This feels almost nothing like Kingdom Hearts. Like, you select things from the menu in a similar way, but... Wow, I am gonna die again. Or this time. Wow. Maybe it'll let me skip. Oh, dodge first, then tap square. Perfect Nerd, thank you very much. That's a great idea. We'll do that. We'll do that right now. Ha! So I was trying to do it like an action game. I was trying to play Advanced Guardian Heroes. That's what I was doing. Samurai Zay, no! So I was messing that up. Perfect Nerd came to the rescue here in the chat. Yodel! Come on, man! Give me a break! We got the audio and the video perfect right out the gate. If my skills are the only jank stick that we have today, I consider that a win! Types of weapons armed in the Crush, Ravage, Vanquish, Counter, and Defend slots. So you put different weapons in all of these. Wow, that is weird. This is weird. Tactical menu. It was fun watching me die over and over again. Okay. So I don't have something for the Avenger. Or, oh, okay. I get it. So let's switch it up. This reminds me, actually, a lot of, weirdly, Remember Me. If you guys have ever played Remember Me, that's a lot about, designing how your own combos go. I know some people have always had trouble with, with everything sort of after Final Fantasy IX, because, or 10 had good weapons. Ah, alright. So, yeah, R1, targeting with R1 is very essential here. This concludes the control section. We're out of the tutorial! It only took 20 minutes. Oh, I lied. We're not done. Oh, you're now ready to face Gladio. Whoa. Okay, this is freaking awesome. Oh, I can help him up.
You owe me one.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Samurai Zay, Apple took hold of his marketing media. Wow. Alright, so the tutorial fight took me 6 minutes and 57 seconds. That's, well done. Very cool. Very freaking cool, man. Yeah, so tell me, guys, you know, a lot of people hear, like, automatically that, oh, well, Final Fantasy 15 is going to have, like, more action RPG battle system. I want things that are turn-based. But there was a lot of variety in the old Final Fantasy battle systems. Like, if you go from you know, Final Fantasy 2, like, the original Final Fantasy 2, not United States Final Fantasy 2, to Final Fantasy 4, you have very, very different things. Final Fantasy II's battle system was all about, you know, you had to use every single thing in your arsenal to level up each stat, you know, individually. So, oh, I gotta get, build my defense, so I need things to hit me over and over again. You could build your defense by attacking your own party members. But as you built up defense, nothing else would level up. If you want to be an archer, you have to use arrows constantly. So, it was still turn-based, and this, weirdly, does have like a weird kind of turn flow to it based on the parry system, but that's like fighting a human being rather than a monster. Fake gamer guy, the battle system is fine, but where is the dating system? We haven't gotten to the golden saucer yet, man! We're gonna take Barrett on that Ferris wheel. Alright, I need to go see what these guys are. I know we're supposed to be hunting Behemoth, but, I mean, come on, look at these dudes. Look at these dudes. Man. Guys, can't bring that leather in the water. No swimming in Final Fantasy 15. Much like certain acts in the champagne room, there is no swimming in Final Fantasy 15. Look at this guy, he's wearing smoking gloves. These are some truly dapper gentlemen.
Huh.
Oh.
What are we looking at?
This creature is known as a saber tusk. It skewers prey with its tusks.
It's a
extracting
saber
game
wolf.
from the safety and
They're
comfort
not
of burrows.
saber wolves. Derek Sanskrit, there's a complex hairstyling system.
That's
yeah,
a
dude!
bit heartless.
You've gotta, like, learn how to primp, you've gotta learn how to curl.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, man. So, I know for a fact that in Final Fantasy 15 there's a brand new complex Chocobo breeding thing. And, you know, you need to breed a gold Chocobo to get the ultimate hair product. Truth. Lies. I apologize. None of what I just said was true. What now? What now? Oh, jeez. So you know what is like Kingdom Hearts, actually, in this game? The battle theme. Like, this sounds like, you know, for Yoko Shimomura, so much. Do it. Yeah! What do you think about that, Saber Tusk? Oh, man. So, this feels really, really good. So okay, so it looks like your experience is based on how quickly you fight, how much damage you sustain, and whether or not you parry. That's actually not too terribly different than how you get the star ratings in fights in Final Fantasy 13 1, 2, and 3. What's this little house over here? It's so cool to have this kind of open world freedom again in a Final Fantasy. One of the nice things, one of like the really nice discoveries when you start playing Type 0, and you don't really realize it for a few hours, not quite as long as in Final Fantasy VII, but a few hours, is that there is an overworld, like with random battles and towns that you can visit. And it didn't really hit me until I started playing it, like how long it's been since a Final Fantasy had that sort of thing.
Hey, knock. Feast your eyes on that.
Feast your eyes on this shaved Snuffleupagus. Big Bird thinks he's real, and so will the merchants.
Hey, look
I'm gonna
who's
go
talking
stick
now.
a spear directly in this thing's dong-shaped nose. It's a family show. Forget I said dong-shaped nose. Nobody remember that I said dong-shaped nose. Yeah! Take that, Beefalo! So the parry thing... Oh, man. Yeah! Take that, defenseless animal! I want your meat! Would it be Final Fantasy if there was no Dragoon jump? I mean... Oh man, the warping feels so good. Yodel, Anthony, dong-shaped nose Agnello. That is what it says on my business card. Perfect nurture, even killing the children. It's gotta be a full harvest. Oh wait, so we just beat them. They're not dead. Oh, they're dead. They faded away. Now I feel really bad. I don't know what I'm getting, though, besides experience, which is interesting. Oh, here we go. A little bit of a map. So here is everything. I can't move around in the map. I can manipulate the camera while I'm in here. Here's everybody mid-run looking super cool. It's a super cool day. Alright, so we are wandering this way. I guess the Behemoth is down here. There's your little icon. Oh no, the Behemoth undertaking is way at the north end. That's good to know. There's the drive thing. I guess you can summon your car. It's like Turbo Teen. You can summon your car. Yodel, the utter satisfaction of murdering grazing animals. Yep, cow tipping. That is why Final Fantasy XV has taken 9 years to develop. Because cattle tipping was on the rise. Oh, I just realized that Noctis is a way lower level than the other guys. That's interesting. Set destination. Path to Deadeye's Den. Huh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll keep following this. It looks like there's some day-night cycle stuff going on. It seems like it's getting a little bit darker. Fake gamer guy, yes. God, I wonder if Zoolander 2 will have another gasoline fight. A lot of weird sequels announced in the past week, guys. Zoolander 2, I can sort of see that one. Mallrats 2, what?
Have a look at this.
What?
Fascinating.
What?
What?
I do have a really good plot for Mallrats 2, though. Brody has to go to an abandoned mall and search through it
A moment.
for a lost copy of Fantastic Four #1, where Stan Lee drew an anatomically correct version of the Thing back in 1961. And then it's like an Indiana Jones style adventure, and he finds Shannon Doherty buried in the rubble of the mall. Call me, Kevin Smith.
This way. If the
Don't
map's
call
anything
me.
to go off.
Follow Deadeye's trail. Just Condit, you love my enormous... I gotta get a haircut, you're right. The pompadour is... It's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. Everybody's just looks Fabulous. Oh, it's gonna make me look at the options. Okay. Whoa! Okay. So I guess all those little exclamation points are where you can bring Delson to take down more outposts and unlock more of the map.
Doing here?
Looking for a fight.
Magitech troops, soulless Imperial cannon fodder programmed to rip out their own exploding hearts. What? This got weird. Oh, look at their haircuts, blowing the wind. This is next gen, yo. Wow.
Everybody, stay alert.
Yeah, let's go get them.
Why do you call them that?
Screw these troops. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Never miss.
Alright, so when you block, you really need to make sure that you're not in any kind of fight animation, because it will not work. Like, there's no, like, yeah, like, so right there, like, I had to break everything and make sure I was blocking well before that thing landed. Camera is not the best.
Smashing.
Yodel, exactly! You always take out the flag bearer first. Screw that guy. They're mindless robots. Oh, the day's status boost has worn off. Find a place to camp and rest nearby.
So, where are we staying tonight?
Right. Here we are.
Huh. Cool. Mithrinder, it was a nice flag, but it was a flag of evil. Alistair Sloth.
Curious.
Got my attention.
Yeah?
For it.
Find the Magicite near the lake. Yeah, abso-frickin-lutely. They're stuffed it. Alright. Darvis 57. Game looks beautiful and gameplay looks awful. I don't know about that, man. I think it actually feels really, really good. I mean, the fights have been very, very quick so far. It was actually more interesting to fight those, like, grazing dong-nose beasts than it was to fight the soldiers. Oh my god, is Danny Cowan hanging out in this chat right now? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Co-Optimus's own Danny Cowan hanging out with us today. Here's to Danny. This is coffee, not a strawberryta, but it's a strawberryta in our hearts, my friend. Wow, it is getting dark, like, really quickly. Baha, please check camera settings. Oh yeah, let's check the camera settings really quickly. Can I do that? Okay, you cannot alter the options in-game, which is interesting. Okay, set destination, outposts, campgrounds. I think it's time to take a little rest, right? Let's, so there is... Perfect. Destination is set. Oh man, it is dark out. All of a sudden it just becomes Slender. But, like, the Slender Man has a really, like, fashionable haircut. Can I focus on that? What is this? Trade collectibles for Gil at shops. Rusted bit. You found rusted root. No! Terrible jam bands! Why? Pepper sandwich, we will go to the Chocobo post in the morning.
Hey, Noct. Wouldn't want to.
When are they gonna get to the fireworks factory? Why would you camp here? This is like a rock surface.
It's break time.
Rest to tally XP and level up. Oh, snap! Okay. Very cool. And there were different recipes for different stat buffs. I wish I had not skipped past that. Yeah, yes. Flashlight is attached to his pants. Sang he, so the player will... What? Guys, there is just a giant full-screen stew. Is Final Fantasy XV the greatest game of all time? Possibly. Any game that puts that much effort into rendering a foodstuff, like Yakuza or Dragon's Crown, automatic winner. Automatic winner for days. New techniques not available. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. So you can have up to 3 buffs, depending on what you make for food. It didn't look like it gave me an opportunity to change what he was gonna make. Yodel, exactly! This is like Vanillaware level food. Really is. I wonder if you have to, like, buy different recipes and stuff like that. That's interesting. So it's automatically giving you food that will give you a buff that increases how quickly you level, etc. That's good demo design. Pack it out, everybody!
Let's hit it.
I want to see you leaving those cigarette butts, Noctis. I saw you dropping those in the middle of the night, you jerk. They're broing out harder than anyone has ever broed. Nobody has ever broed like this.
This could be trouble.
A fantasy, unlike any you've ever broed before. So bro, it is the last of its brodom, where we will bro forever. Dong-shaped noses, you know it. Yeah. Fetchul. So now they added Cooking Mama to the game. I'm trying to think if there are other, like, cooking sections in Final Fantasy. I mean, like, if there are mini games where you have to breed birds and dress up one of the characters in drag so that he can pretend to be a prostitute, like, anything goes. Let's not forget that, like, stealing clothes to make a character a prostitute from weightlifters was a part of Final Fantasy VII. A great part of Final Fantasy VII. So, chat, what do you think? We have 2 things that we can go do. There is this mission where it's like a little side quest. Oh, where was the side quest thing? I think it disappeared from the map. So, okay. Huh. So the side quest is no longer on the map. There are exclamation points leading the way to places where the Behemoth that we are hunting is hanging out. So let's go. We'll get the closest one down near the Chocobo post. And then we'll go check the Chocobo post. Bam! Why not? Let's do it. Let's go check that Chocobo post. Don't you know it? Did I not set that? Sure I set that. Ah! Up in the camp. Can you go to the big crystal thing, aka Astral Shard?
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that beast. Knocked! What do you say we check this out?
What?
Check what out? Yeah, let's go check this out. I kind of like having, like, the bros around, to shout stuff up.
Hey, take a look. What do you make of this, Knocked? I'm no tracker, but I think I went that way.
Okay. Sample Heaven. Apparently there are like 5 different weapon slots that are tied to your fighting combos. Yeah, we were checking that out a couple of seconds ago. I'm really hoping that we can find another weapon out in the wild here. It's cool that there are just little things to pick up in the environment. It's a little Skyrim-y in that way. It's interesting to see how something like that influences... What is... Oh, I see. Bring it, son! Nope. Grazing animal, I'm trying not to hurt you. Get out of here. Oh, I did not mean to kill grazing animals. But one must when dong noses are present. New Year's Fang of Despair! I'm not saying that it is identical to Skyrim. I am saying that as you wander throughout an open world and all of a sudden there are things to discover on the sides, I find it interesting to see them take cues from an open world game in the style of Skyrim. As opposed to Final Fantasy, which was, when you're on the overworld, it's just random battles and that's it. You go into a dungeon to find treasures and items. That's it. You don't just find items out in the world. Whereas this, you know, obviously it's not like Skyrim. Completely different aesthetic outside of the fact that it's a little bit arboreal, and, you know, you have people with you, besides your dumb mute companions that you can hire.
Knocked. What do you say we check this out?
What?
Nightshade,
Nice.
never got to the FF series, didn't do Skyrim either. More of a PC guy than console. That's changing, my friend. Square's bringing more and more of those Final Fantasy games to PC.
Didn't need to see that. I believe that is what they call a clue.
The voice acting in this so far is so much better than the voice acting in Final Fantasy Type 0. Raging Hamster. No Moogles yet, but we are right around the corner from a Chocobo farm. So let's get up there. Let's get up there and see what's going on. See what's been happening. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there are, like, birdhouses. They're not birdhouses, they're road signs. They're not birdhouses. I was thinking it would be a little strange if there were just birdhouses everywhere. Actually, guys in the chat who are talking about the PC editions of Final Fantasy games, if you guys could let me know, I have never... Let's get to Wiz! Nobody beats the Wiz Chocobo farm. Can you let me know how the Final Fantasy VII PC version is? I've never played it. I've heard it's kinda awful. Can you climb the rocks, Revelo? Let's find out, dude. Nope. Doesn't look like there is a climb maneuver. You can take cover. You can get sneaky. It's weird. So, like, when you're near something that you can hide behind, you don't cling to it. Yeah, no 12 on PC, unfortunately. I'm still waiting for the day that 12 comes out on something again. God, I would kill for Final Fantasy 12 on Vita. That would be amazing. Oh, look at this! There are hippies! Hippies raising chocobos! They live in a camper! Spaceball 1 is making out the sign of a Winnebago. Lone Star. What's up? Okay, I can't talk to, I cannot talk to Austin City Limits Yuna here. She is... okay. Can't talk to her. Interesting. Darmus57, Final Fantasy VII on PC is basically an up-res version of the original. Oh, that's it! Look at this! I would hang out here! Wiz Chocobo post. Not too shabby. Oh, that's cool that your party just sort of goes and does their own thing. Yo, guys. Oh, that's it? I can't buy these Gashal green chips? Look at this, dude. Raging Hamster, we have been playing the demo for 45 minutes.
Chocobo ride. Well, you're out of luck. They're not
And
ready.
Barbecue Hipster here has told me that I am not allowed to buy things just yet. Oh no, there we go. These are ingredients for what you can cook. Cool. Let's buy everything. We have 400 gil. We are flush with cash. Oh yeah, Garula certainly. We should probably not do that. Let's not go crazy. We'll get some hams. Oh no, I already have those. Those are my stock, not his stock. Alright, this is a great version of the Chocobo song. Apiornis tenders. Yes. Use of this Aegir root. You know, Aegir root just sets off an Apiornis tender like nothing else, man. Alright. What do I have that I can sell? Okay, so here are the things, like the gear that I've purchased. But I want to see if I can use those for crafting. Twilight! I don't carry Dapper Dan, I only carry Pop! And stay out of the Woolsworths! Oh my god. This is pretty cool, man. Like, this is cool. This little note, Starlight, Starbright, rent a caravan tonight. Tell me what to do. Are we getting into some generic, Oh, listen. Listen.
Shall we feed the birds again, dear?
Oh, yes. I love watching their little beaks peck at their greens and grains.
You're charging. Aren't you supposed to be saving to fix your car? You gotta spend money to make money, dude. It's cool that you can't just randomly run up and interrupt people's conversations. That's a weird concession to realism there, Final Fantasy 15. I kind of love, like, this little place. That is so cool. Let's jack this car.
Let's hit it.
I can't jack this car.
Gladio! Ignis!
On it.
Raging Hamster, he doesn't look like... He does look pretty emo. God, that hair, it's the hair more than anything else. Okay. Let's move on to the next piece of Behemoth. What's it that we're supposed to be looking for? Quantum, the sound is terrible. I don't understand, why is the sound terrible? I think it sounds pretty good. I really like that new version of the Chocobo theme. Like, it's something that I'm not always a huge fan of. Like, I don't know why Nobuo Uematsu feels the need to put it on every single soundtrack they ever put out. Oh, Single and Lovin', it's not emo anymore, he's a scene kid. Is Scene Kid even topical anymore? I have no idea what people say at this point. Warp Strike! Swoop!
Easy as they come.
Let's clean them up quick.
Oh, alright, so you don't need to hold the targeting button. That's a relief. Jeez.
We're done here.
All right. Lifesaver. Up and at it.
Tricky. Very tricky, the fights.
None the worse.
Sample Heaven, how does the combat feel? Very, very tricky. Those who joined us at the very, very top of the stream got to see the tutorial portion where I, like, died 4 times trying to learn how to
What do you say
parry.
we check this out?
Nice.
And the combat feels very, very swift. I really kind of think that the weapon stacking is really cool. I'll show you that as soon as this little cutscene is over. The real question is, what about the Moguri?
I hope it can't smell my fear.
Oh! So the Behemoth is found? Have we found the Behemoth? Is that what's happening? Identified Behemoth's hunting grounds. Raphael Sup, yeah, the game is beautiful, but I wish they didn't look like a J-pop band. I'm really wondering how many more characters there's going to be.
Knocked. Say we check this out.
What? Nice.
You know, I like a decently sized cast in my Final Fantasy games. You know, I like maybe not Final Fantasy
Who did this?
6 size where you have like 16 different characters. But I do like meeting new characters and swapping them out into your crew. So 243. I'm really stuck behind this mountain, like these rocks. Oh!
Focus.
Dragoon jump, son! It's weird how, like, quickly the battle scenes, like, are like, no, the battle's over, and then enemies run back in.
This one's just you.
I'm hoping that there is a way in the final version that'll let you, turn off, the prevalence of these little summations for the battles. I want to see the Behemoth. Stop teasing much. Wow. We're going to him. We're trying to get around these rocks, man. I mean, Raging Hamster, have I played the Tales games? I have played the Tales games. Not all of them. I've played Vesperia, Abyss, and Fantasia? What was the first one for PlayStation 1? Was it Tales of Destiny or Fantasia? Anyway, I've never really been a fan of the Tales games. This does not feel like that. Where, like, you're constantly sort of, doing, like, the little combo moves. This feels very, very different to the weird sort of Street Fighter-y, chunky flow of what you get in the Tales games. If I had to compare this to something, it feels a lot like Crisis Core, which I suppose isn't terribly surprising considering Hajime Tabata's the director of both.
Nice.
The weird thing is the party, it's, who says this? Breeding 77. The party doesn't seem that helpful. The party is clearly doing their job. What's weird about the party, and this is similar to Kingdom Hearts, it's hard to see what they're doing. God, I have, like, gone way around the bend. I've been stuck behind this rock wall for freaking ever here. Yeah, Revelo, platforming tricks to get over these mountains, it's kind of like a sheer cliff, man. Like, I can get up on this ledge, but that is it. That is it! I would absolutely agree that Crisis Core was great and the single best PSP game. Smells like chocobos. Find a wild chocobo amid the woodland shades. What? Let's do that first. Wild chocobo country. Nice. If only you had the car. This is perfect. So I'm gonna get this wild chocobo. Then we'll set up camp. Final Fantasy 15 starring Jason Statham as that guy from every movie that just oh snap.
Sweet.
Rather impressive.
Oh, that's it? Well, do I get to, like, come here! Get back here, you bird! Hey! Hey! Won't let me warp after this bird. Can chocobos drive? Everybody knows giant birds can drive. Come here! I don't know why this bird is just running away from me. But it's getting on to the end of the day. Throw a Pokeball at it. Hey! I choose you, Chocobo! Get back here!
Is, anybody else feeling a little out of their league?
Just don't let your guard down.
Like, that's
Yeah,
what I
don't
was
let
gonna
your
do.
guard down. Don't be a chump. Maybe next time, spend less time combing your hair so that you look like Cloud Strife, and more
I'm not
time
into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
Let's not give ourselves away.
training. Oh, alright, so I'm right on top of this campground. Where is it? It's a shame. I wish I could, like, zoom in on the map, maybe. Jason Statham voice pack. How about an entire freaking Expendables voice pack for the
What do you say
game?
we check this out?
What?
Nice.
Ah. Single and loving it. Those dong nose things had it coming. Dong shaped nose grazers, man. They got what they deserved. Did you hear what that one said about Noctis's haircut?
I need to kick back a sec.
Ah, dry aged tender roast stew. This is perfect. We'll get 3 buffs, and then we'll go kill the behemoth with the 3 buffs.
It's bedtime.
Sounds good.
All that Statham. All the chocobos. Guy eats octopus. Have you encountered the goblins? This has been a goblin-free adventure so far. That stew looks gross. Square Enix, that is gross stew. Are those actual Coleman, like, camping products? Is that like a real thing that's happening? Let's see how much I leveled there. Good. Hey, gamer guy, that stew looks like the bee's knees. Gross. Bugs are gross. Greatly increases defense, increases critical hit rate. Perfect. Let's go kill a giant monster. Let's go stab it directly in its dumb face.
Let's hit it.
I would like to point out that this demo comes with a full game that is actually pretty good, called Final Fantasy Type 0. And it is... Alright, we've been playing for an hour, and it is already way more substantial than Ground Zeroes. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Ground Zeroes wasn't fun, but holy crap. Yeah, it does look like a Coleman cooler, Yodel. It's got like the little red logo and everything, man. It's crazy. Oh, Fatul, at the very, very beginning of the demo, it shows them waking up in the tent. And they don't even, they don't have sleeping bags, they do not take off their clothes, they have not showered. Now, in 3 days that we know of, the stank is, and they've been eating stew every night. They've got to reek like raw emo butts, just emo butts for days. Oh my god, they actually are Coleman chairs. Sasuke727, I don't know how to do the summon yet. I know that there is a summon in the game, and I know that it is Rama. I saw that online. And it looks awesome, but I don't know how to do it yet. Ooh, jeez. Monsters.
I am not into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
What do you think of this?
Time to put up or shut up.
Oh, come on. So, something that should be noted about the combat is that it looks super button mashy, and it's not. You really do need to, like, make sure that you're timing your dodges and... God! I'm down. I am down. When a character's HP falls to 0, they are in danger. Further damage will shorten their HP bar. What? If Noctis's max HP hits 0. So it's kind of like the way your health recharges in...
Never miss.
Open tactical menu. Item. Here we go. Alright. Crap!
Hey, Prompto. Now keep your feet steady. That's where you swing that thing! You're on fire today!
No big deal.
Very interesting combat system.
Gotcha! I'll say.
With added epicness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and if you are just tuning in, this is JXE Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello of Engadget, and today we are playing the Final Fantasy 15 episode Duscae. The first publicly playable version of a game that has been in development since 2006. That is when Final Fantasy Versus 13 was first announced. This was originally going to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive. There were still bros in the original version, and still a Behemoth in those early trailers. Still a car, but a very different color palette. And the Yoko Shimomura soundtrack was still in place. So far, this one is more actiony, says Giraffes are cool. Giraffes are cool. Thank you for joining us today. This is a little bit more actiony. The comparison point that I have been using to discuss the way the game's combat feels is Crisis Core. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII for the PSP has a very similar feel to what you have in Final Fantasy 15. Something that we should take a look at. People who were here at the top of the stream got to see this, but if you tap the little touchpad on the PlayStation 4 controller, that brings up this tactical menu, which you can use to pause and use items and stuff like that in battle. But you can go to weapons, and this is how your weapons work. You actually are carrying 5 different weapons that fill different sort of job classes, which is a very Final Fantasy thing. So there's the Wyvern Lance, which if you're just attacking, the Wyvern Lance will strike fourth in a 5-hit combo, and that also gives you the Dragon Jump, Dragoon Jump ability that I've been using liberally, because I like it. And some more people saying that Crisis Core is really good. Crisis Core is the freaking best, man. I loved that game. I thought it was just excellent. And more guys to fight. Dragoon Jump! Oh, they're really good at getting out of the way of that. Nice. Nice little screen clearing, or area clearing effect there with Tempest, which I like. I like that. And when you press X, you will throw your sword at whatever you're pointing at and warp to it, which is great.
That's all she wrote.
Oh, Raging Hamster! Best Final Fantasy 15 on Twitch. Thank you! Man, I appreciate that. I'm really excited about this game, and like I'm very much delighted to be playing it after so long. I am intrigued by the battle system. It's a shame. I know it's a demo, and there's only so much you can do in a demo, even if it is 2 hours long. And you know, 9 times the size and 9 times the content of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Seriously, $40 for what was essentially an arcade game? Get it together, Kojima. Cowboy Fans 77, how big is the world? By the way, hello, and thank you for hanging out with us today. The world is pretty big. It takes... let's put it this way. So there's a day-night cycle, and you need to camp at the end of the day. It takes, I would say, a full day. Well, not quite a full day. It got dark by the time we set up camp last time, and I had walked about 1/4 of the map in one direction, going from a Chocobo farm to that campsite. So, you know, this little area is pretty tiny.
Excuse me? What can I say?
Attack me. So, interesting thing, it takes, like, a long time to, it takes a long time to figure out the rhythm of parrying in the game. Parrying is a big part of, like, countering attacks in the game.
That's all she wrote.
But when you're in, like, a group of enemies, like I was just then, parrying is really tough because they don't come directly at you. What if you don't camp, Guy Eats Octopus? You can still walk around at night, and the very first night I was wandering around, you get a little flashlight, and your visibility just plummets. You know, it's not like your usual video game where you wander around at night and then there's always a full moon and you can see everything and go anywhere. But yeah, I'm not sure if the enemies are tougher or if different enemies come out. Once we get this last piece of the Behemoth hunt, we'll figure things out. Fang of Despair, did you play Rising? Is the parrying like Rising? The parrying is not like Rising. It is very much not like Rising, and I'm trying to think of a good comparison point. It reminds me a little bit of the parrying from Advanced Guardian Heroes, actually. I know that's a little bit of a deep cut, but that's kind of what it feels like in terms of timing. Lot of enemies. Let's see how it goes. See, now that's a guy that I should have parried, but... You know what? I'm gonna stop locking on. Jeez. So yeah, you'd think, like, when you're surrounded by enemies... that it would be good to not lock on. But you really need to lock on to, like, get to these dudes at all. So something that was covered at the beginning of the stream, and they really sort of just leave you to it once you start fighting, is in order to defend, you're dodging. But rather than in Final Fantasy Type 0, where you tap the circle button to dodge, or say, you know, something like God of War, where you click the right stick to dodge, the dodging here is you hold down L1 like this. Except for the fact that I got smoked. Oh god, these dong-shaped nose grazers, man! They're sick of taking my guff. Whoa, okay. Quintum 1 is their co-op mode. Not in this. I wish there was. That would actually be very, very cool. Oh yeah, Pepper Sandwich, hide in the trees. You can hide in higher ground. That's something I keep forgetting to do. You can hide in higher ground to replenish your MP, which is essential for doing everything. Is this... Tell me I've got to go around these rocks. I've got to go around these rocks to get to this. Saying here, I wonder how much humor this game is going to have. I hope it'll be some, since 13 didn't do much with that. I will say Lightning Returns is a whole lot funnier than 13. 13 is humorless. I enjoy 13, but it is just like, oh my god, is it a bummer. But yeah, Lightning Returns has pretty good humor. So far, this has had some pretty good humor, actually. There's been some, like, good, like, making fun of each other between the characters and stuff like that, which is, I like. I find that to be a vital part of Final Fantasy. Like, you want it to be a little bit of funny, you know?
Guess we follow the trail.
Like, one of the best things in Final Fantasy VI is when they try to, like, civilize Gao when he meets his father, and they, like, you know, get him in a suit and all that stuff. And it's, like, really funny to see that character, like, be like, no, let me go back out and fight monsters. I like the monsters. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's also very sad. It's a great mix. So I think we're about to get to the Behemoth here. Deadeye's Den is fraught with danger. Now would be a good time to make camp and prepare. Chat, this one's up to you. So, the Behemoth is in here. But, before going into this dungeon, I guess this is the first dungeon, we could go to a campsite, or there is one little destination that we have not checked out yet, all the way at the north end, which is Cornex Station, where I think Sid is. Sample Avid, you say go for it. Everybody else, let me know. Do you want to make camp and try to bump up some stats before trying to take on this giant? Go for it, Fang of Despair. All right, I like the consensus. Let's do this. Let us go make it happen. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today, by the way. Really appreciate it. If you are enjoying today's stream, I encourage you to follow us. Engadget does this twice a week regularly, and we're doing a whole lot more in the coming weeks.
I am not into wildlife.
Jeez.
Let's not give ourselves away.
Man, these dogs attack en masse, and they are not messing around. I like, on the one hand, I would be like bummed that there's only, you know, 2 enemy types in the entire demo so far, but they're interesting to fight. Like, oh, one of my guys is down, and I can't see him. Can't see it.
I'm afraid break time's over, buddy.
My whole life flashed before my eyes. Gotcha.
Rainbow Gash! I didn't realize Joystick was still around. I was the community manager of Joystick before Joystick was consumed by Engadget in February. And now I am our streams producer. This is the Engadget Rainbow, as Pepper Sandwich said. Of course, he didn't say the. I added the definite article in there because the definite article is hilarious. Perfect Nerd, I'm right there with you, man. I could deal with a gay lead in a Final Fantasy game. I think that would be awesome. Other than Fang, of course. Fang, who I thought was like pretty queer-coded in Final Fantasy 13, which I liked a lot. That's one of the only parts of the cast that I liked because Snow and Sarah are insufferable. Expalviki. Expalvik? Having trouble with the pronunciation on that, brother. This is available right now. It is only available with retail copies and digital copies of Final Fantasy Type 0. Breeding77, this is the joystick channel, still. It is technically, and I hate this name, it's a terrible name, but the gaming section of Engadget is currently called Joystick Cross Engadget. You know, like Street Fighter Cross Engadget. Whoa.
Hold up.
Oh man, there've got to be easier ways to fix a car. A gay lead to Final Fantasy game, you mean like Van? Van and Pinello are clearly together, dude. If anything, Van is bi. The Raging Hamster just got real. At least this thing is going to be easier to parry. Right? One would hope. So interesting. I really encourage you all, even right now, open up a tab and look up Final Fantasy Versus 13 Behemoth, because it's so interesting to see this fight in like this early version of the game, when that was like the big thing in all of like the combat trailers for Final Fantasy Versus 13 back when it was a freaking PlayStation 3 exclusive. Duke, does this feel like an RPG? Yes. Very much so. It feels like an action RPG, admittedly, but it feels like a role-playing game. Hopefully we'll go to the next little outpost after I kill this dude. And we'll get to see another sort of like town area. Tim Sepula! Engadget's own Tim Sepula is hanging out. This looks like a weird combination of one of Pandora's monsters and a dog. Accurate. Although that would describe a lot of the Final Fantasy, the traditional Final Fantasy enemies. Who is attacking us? Give me that Dragoon jump.
Never miss.
And this is the PlayStation 4 version of episode Duscae. It's funny, like, yes, this is a demo. You know, I really like weather effects in games, but like the real-time fog thing that's going on here is not helpful. Like, this isn't even like Silent Hill stylistic fog. This is just making it hard to see. Oh, how do they know that I'm about to jump on them? They're dogs. I'm very, very interested to see... Oh, Meloross, it is 1080 in native. We are streaming at 720 right now. Oh my god, there is an angry one here. God, there is something really bad in here with this. It's similar to one of these dogs. Potion up. Alright, cannot go into the trees. So one of the things that you could do to recover is, wow. Is jump up to higher ground. Oh, these guys are pissed! Can you take cover and potion up? It's usually more effective to just potion up mid-fight. Things move so quickly. Frosty Shark, isn't that the purpose of the fog? Yes. I saw some folks, Mr. Nicholas, 103, game release date. There is no release date for Final Fantasy 15. Recent reports peg the game at about 60% complete right now. So, you know, like, I guess in a miracle scenario, this game could make it out in 2015. Square has surprised people in the past by delivering a Final Fantasy far before people expected it to be done. Final Fantasy X, for example, making it out the door at the very beginning, or the very end of 2001, is a very good example. Single and Loving It, can you set a character to tank? Maybe in the final version, but in this version, your options for what you can do for your characters are completely strapped. There's nothing you can do to change the equipment or the sort of battle options for your characters. But again, every single time you go to camp, the game is very quick to say there's no unlocking new skills, there's no anything like that in the demo. Oh, that is awesome. That is profoundly cool. Alright. Let's try to fight this thing. We'll devise a plan after we follow it at home. Perfect nerd! Yes, exactly. This is the prequel to Silent Hill 2. Noctis eventually gets married, and then his wife gets terribly ill, and then things get weird. See where Deadeye is going. Yeah, I guess the fog is a stylistic choice. I like that the game sort of funnels you into this very specific area, and it can take like weird stylistic chances with the environment because of that. It's a very good modern way to nail some of the sort of atmospheric stuff that was way more, easy to do back on Super Nintendo and PlayStation when you had these sort of single-screen environments. Where are we going, Mr. Behemoth? Things gonna get weird. Mr. Craggle, I don't think that, honestly, I have no doubt in my mind that this game comes to PC at some point. Maybe not at launch, but it will. I'm sorry, there's just not gonna be a AAA game from a major publisher that doesn't come to PC. Not at this scale, not anymore. Stoljay, did these characters shop at Forever 21? They did make a really quick stop at Gadzooks. God, I'm old. That is not a topical reference at all. I don't think Gadzooks exists anymore. Hot Topic still exists, right? Right? Yeah, as Tim Sepul has said, Square Enix has done some very, very good ports of their games to PC in recent memory. I'm told that the PC ports of Final Fantasy XIII... Perfect nerd! Oh wow, at least reference Hot Topic. Yeah, right? Somebody remembered Gadzooks. Somebody remembered where you'd go to buy a pair of purple vinyl pants before, where did he go? You have discovered Deadeye's lair. Sneak through the stones into the ruins. Raging Hamster, don't you envy Asians that can get those hairstyles? I actually do, man. I mean, I'm not saying that I would wear my hair that way because it would look ridiculous, but I think having your hair, you know, crazy like that is pretty sweet. Yeah, where you... Guy Eats Octopus, yeah, where you go for your ICP clothing. Is that a thing? Do Juggalos shop there now? I don't know where Juggalos shop. I assume that all Juggalos just really loved Talbots and anthropology. They specialize in Juggalo clothing, right?
All in a day's work.
Mr. Craggle, was Ground Zeroes on PC like dramatically different? Did it just look a lot better? Why was it such a good port? I'm curious about that. Oh god, guys, it's doing a thing that I cannot stand in a lot of games, which is the forced walking period. Why? Why?
This way.
Juggalos. Alright. Oh. Why are we hiding but keeping our flashlights on? This is really cool that there are, like, ruins in here that look like modern buildings. I kind of like that. It's very Sword of Shannara. Luring the Behemoth here falls to you, Highness. I'm loath to put you in harm's way. Fun. Let me walk you through the plan. The Order, that's why. Damn it, Tim. We don't say that game's name anymore. Stick with Ignis as he lays out the plan. Yeah, this is really cool that there are like these crumbled old buildings.
Yeah? Yes, sir.
So what are we doing?
Gladio.
The plan. Gladio will lay in wait and attack from Deadeye's blind spot.
Gotcha.
Tomoro 6, if they do Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I honestly, like, at this point I think they will. One day. I really do.
Highness. Focus.
Oh, that is so cool. Single and loving it, this is my point. Why would they do this to fix the... There are better ways to fix the car! Go groom a Chocobo, man! Get in there, pluck the dead feathers, you just gotta get in that bird. There's so much more. You awake Deadeye, warp back to us with the beast in tow, and amid the chaos of the blast, land the finishing blow. Land the finishing blow. Okay. Get Deadeye's attention. Hello! Doggy! What up, son? Yo, don't worry about it.
No time to dilly-dally.
Okay. Okay. Nope. Nope. Don't worry about it. Oh, crap! About to die. About to die. Oh, there's the death. That's where the death happened. Okay, we're here. Alright, I'm not sure what it wants me to do right now. Tim, I am officially trying not to die. Oh, awesome! I did it.
Going for it!
Huh. Wow.
Oh yeah!
Fang of Despair, you weren't kidding. One-hit kill, man.
That's what I call teamwork.
Impeccable.
I'll be perfectly honest, that felt a little anticlimactic. It was a little anticlimactic. Here we go.
Your Highness! This is no time for a nap.
Not even some burnt hair.
Get ready for the big one!
Awesome. Now we're talking. Deadeye cannot see out of his right eye. Use the blind spot to your advantage. Nice.
The size of him. I didn't know they made him that big.
So, how do we take him on?
Carefully. One mistake could be our last.
Sweet!
Oh, oh! Jump up there? Oh, I can't just jump onto his back again. That's disappointing. Mithrandir, the only way to kill anything in Final Fantasy VII. Hit it with your sword! Oh, jeez. So he can't see out of his right eye. Crap.
Time is on their side. We should go.
We're in over our heads!
Lure Jedi closer by warping. I am in the wrong place! Oh god, gonna die, gonna die! Gonna die all over the place! Gonna die for real. Oh, can I get through here? Come on, dude. Get... I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Whew. Perfect nerd. Using the elevation is tricky, man.
Knocked! Get a move on! Knocked! Get a move on!
Knocked!
Oh, whoa! Game is freaking out.
All present and accounted for.
Save over previous game with current game. What? Yeah, sure. I know where the beast won't dare to follow. So does anybody know if I just messed that up? Run away from Deadeye, visit the nearest haven. Oh, you need the summon to kill it. Thank you, Michelle 3000. Will you guys at least show the beginning of this demo in Japanese? Pretty please, I want to hear it. Yeah, man, we have half an hour left. And, if...
Hey, Knocked. Wouldn't want to miss out on this.
Can't take Behemoth in a fair fight. I don't think gargantuan predators really have a concept of fairness. Yeah, there's some good dialogue in this, man. Speak to the stable master at the Chocobo post. We'll do that later. So many things to do. Fang of Despair, go to the cave then, but beware. It's very hard. Need to get the summon. Alright, let's make a stew.
It's bedtime.
Baby, you got a stew going! Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is JXE Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello of Engadget. We are playing the Final Fantasy 15 episode Duscae demo that just came out. with Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. And so far, we've made camp a couple of times, we've made a stew, Carl Weathers style, and gotten in a bunch of fights with some angry dogs, hung out at a very, very cool Chocobo cafe, tried to steal a car, couldn't do that, and tried to kill a giant horned beast and got smoked. Oh, Raging Hamster, tempted to get a PlayStation 3 just to play Ni no Kuni. I mean, it's very good. It is. Don't play it unless you really like monster raising sims, or RPGs rather. Like if you really like Pokemon, Digimon, that sort of thing, like super repetitive, then you'll really like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. Deadeye's Lair, Wiz Chocobo Station. Alright, you know what? Let's... No, alright. Alright. Wiz Chocobo Post. What do you guys think? Should we go to Cornex Station? Or go down to the Wiz Chocobo Post and see if we can get some... Go south to the cave. Where is the cave, Fang of Despair? What am I missing here? On the road again. Alright, we'll head southeast to the cave. Next time, don't camp, go to the gas station and sleep there. It'll give you a high XP bounce. Oh, wow, thank you, Michelle. That is... Man, that's cool. Why can't we hitch a ride? There are cars everywhere. Oh, Duke, man, I really want to play Orishika. I gotta finish those other games first, though, man. On the road again. We can make it if we try. Hey, what's up? What's up? Why can't we hitch a ride with you goons? Alright, we can't hitch a ride with those goons. We can make it if we try.
I think I got a pebble in my shoe.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Damn, I tried to steal the truck, man. I wanted that truck in my life. Oh, what? We got enemies?
Just can't.
Oh, crap! Magic attack farmer. Here's what I think about your armor, son. Hey, Flag Bearer, that's what I think of your business. Alright, anybody who made fun of me before for attacking the Flag Bearer, he can clearly take care of himself. Wow, the targeting does not do a great job of locking you on just to whoever's closest.
Sit this one out, Jack. I'm afraid break time's over, buddy.
So we can't really stack these attacks very well, me and my partner here.
Eyes forward. Didn't mean to do that.
Prime Harbor 3, when the Final Fantasy 15 release date drops,
They won't know what.
happily pre-order the PS4 version. Yeah, man, very excited for this game, especially after playing it right now. I really enjoyed this. Wow, jeez. Yeah, Nightshade, the targeting is really needs some work,
Put it in
man.
the books.
I'm right there with you. The camera could definitely be better, but I feel like if the targeting were better optimized, it would like work a lot better. How is the combat responsiveness sanity glitch? The combat responsiveness is just right. It feels really good. Oh crap! Do we have more soldiers coming in on us? Oh crap! Crap! Hello, boys. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I feel like... No, the demo is not $60, no. The demo is free with Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, which is a very good game in its own right. Bubblawara 967, there is no official release date for Final Fantasy 15. It is very likely a 2016 game, but, you know, part of me really wonders if Square has been so reticent to announce a release date because there is the outside chance that it may well come out this year. You know, it's not impossible. Frosty Struck, the stream is only 720p because the gear I have is equipped for 720p. When I upgrade to an Elgato that will allow me to better stream at 60 frames per second at 1080, we will do that. Pepper Sandwich, I'm right there with you, man. Holiday 2015 or bust. Oh, these guys again! Jeez!
You like that?
Land. There we go.
You're on fire today. Pardon.
So, that's sort of a blink and you'll miss it moment, but I actually finally got a successful parry off on one of these dogs. A successful Tyler parry. Heyo! That's the worst joke of all time. It's just a reference. It's not even a joke.
Watch where you swing that thing.
Yeah, die.
Well, put it in the books.
Zero interrupts to randomly getting jumped by monsters. Yeah, it really, like, it is, like, it feels like Final Fantasy, where, like, you're roaming through the woods, and all of a sudden, a gang of spiked dogs will jump out and stab you in the neck. Okay, I am back at the Sweet Dude Ranch, the Chocobo farm. I like this place.
Huh.
No mistake in the smell of chocobos. Indeed.
What's up, everybody?
It's nice to not have to kill anything.
Hi, it's us again. We couldn't stay away another day. You have any birds in need of a bite?
Wow,
Sure do. They've all
it's
been
like
waiting for you.
way too nice, these people.
For keeping them
Fujin Sensei, Final Fantasy meets Dynasty Warriors. It does not feel like Dynasty Warriors. You can't just, like, you know, tear through enemies like you can in Dynasty Warriors. Be right back. Okay. I thought that there was a quest here, dog. Yeah, Charisma, I like that line too. It's nice to not have to kill anything.
Ah, sweet chocobos. You always set my soul at ease.
I gather you're all taking in the sights. Sure are a lot to take in on these parts, but you'll steer clear of that.
Oh, this
cave
guy's telling me about the
nearby
cave.
if you know what's good for you. Wouldn't want that to be the last sight you see.
Oh, perfect nerd, Evilist Warriors. I would play the bejesus out of that. That would be so good. Alright, there is the cave, finally. And, Fang of Despair has said that the cave is very difficult. But you know what? We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Can I buy stuff? Yeah, let me shop, dude.
I'm sure you're disappointed, but what's best for the birds is best for the riders.
Let me buy your goods. Let me buy your goods. Oof, I should have bought more potions. Not great. Not a great idea. Oh, and yeah, Evilist is Tactics and FF12 and Tactics Advance and Final Fantasy XII Fortress. What was the canceled Grin action game, guys? Help me out with that. Was it Fortress? Prince? How much gameplay is there in the demo, time-wise? We have been playing for an hour and 46 minutes, and like there was some dilly-dallying in the beginning as I sort of got acclimated to the controls, but otherwise this is solid stuff, man. Like I'm still going, I know that there are a couple of side quests somewhere in here, and yeah, like, substantial little quest, and a lot of fun. Really enjoying the battle system, despite the dual troubles of camera and targeting system. And it's really a shame, you know, targeting and camera issues are the biggest problems in literally every single one of Hajime Tabata's games for Square. It's a problem in Crisis Core. It's a problem in Final Fantasy Type 0. It was a freaking problem in the Third Birthday, which... like, I don't know how you guys feel about the Third Birthday, or if any of you even played Third Birthday. But, yeah, it had its merits. Overall, a pretty yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Not a great game. Let's say it's not a great game. Alright, can't jump up. There's a path. Official Flight 22 Gaming, where can you get the demo? So, today, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD came out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The demo is currently only part of the, like, Day 1 edition of Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. So if you go buy a disc of the game, you get a download code for it, which is what we're playing on PS4 right now. And... oh! Giant, angry, terrifying monster. Stay locked on, for crying out loud! There we go.
Outstanding, Highness.
No muss, no fuss.
Nothing to it.
All in a day's work.
Perfect nerd. Yes, thank you. I got right through that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it feel like a Final Fantasy game? Honestly, I give it an 8. 8 out of 10. Alright, it depends. Like, that's a subjective thing. Like, in your head, what is a Final Fantasy game?
No.
To me,
Looks a little sketchy to me.
Final Fantasy XII, Lightning Returns, and Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy VII, 9, those things feel like Final Fantasy to me. Those are all very, very different games. I did an interview with Yoshinori Kitase, the director of Final Fantasy VI, 7, 10, and what Kitase said to me, he was like, you know, I asked him, like, what do you think, like, the essential, like, what makes Final Fantasy Final Fantasy? And he said something really, really interesting to me. He said that what makes Final Fantasy is you take the best people available to you, the most talented, the most interesting artists on your team, then you put them together and then make them work to the best of their abilities while mixing in these common, you know, artistic tropes, crystals, a melding of sort of like tangible reality and like fantastical elements And that's what Final Fantasy is. And by that measure, this is a 10, even in just the demo. Like, this is a Final Fantasy game. And I really like it. I really like it a lot. I'm having trouble getting into this cave. Fang of Despair. I've seen streamers of Final Fantasy 15 so pissed. But the reward is worth it. Yeah, let's get into this cave, man. Let's see what's happening.
How come?
Hey, knock.
And Tim Sepala, yeah, that is indeed the interview that I am talking about with Yoshinori Kitase. I'm very, very proud of that piece. If you guys like reading about video games, it's very funny. We stream here at Engadget. That is what we do. We also write about it, and Tim Sepala has a fun little article up linking to a video about what makes Mario level design so good. You can check that out at engadget.com/gaming right now. Man, I have no freaking clue where this game wants me to go right now. I could use an on-screen map. Mizu Kaneko, yes, this is the demo, episode Duscae. A very substantially sized demo. Oh, I see. God, you know what this game needs for these dark areas? You remember how you could press select when you were playing Final Fantasy VII and then see all of the characters on the screen and where the exits were?
Squeeze.
Might just make it through.
Oh, Edgerdot, is this game in the same universe as Type 0 and FF13? I actually don't know. I don't know if this still falls under, like, the Final Fantasy, the Fabula Nova Crystallis rubric, where, like, you know, there's, like, oh god, goblins! Goblins! Wow, those are, like, straight-up Final Fantasy goblins, too. That's, like, the dudes you're fighting at the beginning of Final Fantasy 1. That's great. Get out of here, you goblins.
Excuse me.
Dunk! The Last Windmaker. No, it is not the same universe. Yeah, I didn't think that they were going to stick with it. Type 0 and Final Fantasy 13 aren't narratively linked either. Like, they're the same sort of, like... What, we can't go through here? I think this fight isn't over. Crap. Alright, this is the first time in the demo where there have been some serious technical hiccups. The pathfinding has been a little troubled in this cave.
Where would you guys be without me?
I would be progressing through the cave. Get out of the way. God, the freaking Final Fantasy games on Nintendo Entertainment System had basic pathfinding that would make the other characters get out of your way.
We could crawl through.
Don't lose your head.
Is this gonna be like The Descent? And all of a sudden there's gonna be bat people trying to eat me? What?
Easy as they come.
Let's clean him up quick.
Going for it.
Where is Tempest? Tempest! I would like if they find a way to hotkey some of the attacks. Oh god, they're stealing our stuff! You goblins! definitely interested to see how the abilities progress in the game and how quickly you unlock them as you level up, because I already feel like, man, I really want to change what Noctis can do. Do you need to look after the other characters, or defend, or attack commands, Pocket Fox 85? You cannot do anything with the other characters. You cannot change their equipment, you cannot change their attack patterns, none of that. They might die, and you'll need to help them up off the ground. But The Last Windmaker, what is your favorite Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy VI remains the top of the heap. I love Final Fantasy VI much. And I would say that it's a very close tie, actually, like, between Final Fantasy VI, Lightning Returns, and 7. Like, those are my Final Fantasies. I adore them. I really love 9. I really love 12. But, like, Lightning Returns, 7, and 6 are the ones that, like, I find myself most drawn back to. Guys, we have just 4 minutes left here in the stream today. I am trying to get to the place where we can find Rama, the summon that I know is the reward at the end of this cave. Those of you who have stuck with us for the whole stream today, thank you so much for coming by, guys. Very much appreciated. I would very much like it if you would follow us. Here on twitch.tv/joystick, we stream every single Tuesday and Thursday, and we're going to be ramping that up dramatically over the coming weeks. We're going to get to a point where we're streaming Monday through Friday, and it'll be a good time. In the meantime, if you want to know what we've got coming up, go to engadget.com/gaming. And right there at the top of the page is the schedule. We have some really, really fun stuff coming up. Axiom Verge, a really awesome Metroid-style 2D game that is coming out on PlayStation 4 at the end of the month. We're going to be streaming that next Tuesday with the creator, Tom Happ. We're going to be streaming Hotline Miami 2 with the creator of that, Denaton Games, and giving away 10 copies of Hotline Miami 2. So please join us for that. We're going to be checking out The Witcher 3 with the lead game designer, which will be very cool. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. So, Sang-hee, Anthony, will you be able to show this demo with the Japanese voices in another stream, perhaps? Yes, absolutely. This is not the only time that we're going to be checking out the new Final Fantasy stuff. So keep an eye out. Yeah. Oh my god.
Let's go in.
Alexander Slawinski is in the chat. Can I get a shout out? I love you. Alexander! Alexander, come home! Come home! Hey everybody, if you're enjoying this new camera, which has never been done on one of my streams before, blame Alexander Slawinski. He's the one who sent this thing to my home. He's the one. I am his fault. Blame him. So many goblins. They said that this cave was going to be really, really difficult, and maybe it will get there. But I think I leveled up enough to like just smoke these goblins. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Gotta rescue this guy. Duke, do the enemies ramp up with your level? Not that I can tell. In fact, I was dying a lot easier before I camped after the first attempt to take down the Behemoth. Oh, come on! Alexander Slawinski, blonde dude fixed his hair. Yeah, exactly. Come on now. I think this is the last one. I think this is the last of the Goblin Rush. What is attacking us? Come on. Yeah!
I wonder if I'll ever get the hang of all this fighting.
Sure you will, if you live long enough.
I would count on that myself.
Everybody, hold on one moment. There's somebody at the door. Alright, I know that the stream is supposed to be over, everybody, but let's be honest. Let's figure out what is at the end of this goblin-infested cave. I can't stop until we know. Oh, what? What? Ancient Blade. Absolutely. And you can't use the Ancient Blade. That's a bummer. Maybe. Now can I use the Ancient Blade? Can't use the Ancient Blade. The Armiger can be activated in combat when at full MP. Huh.
Slow down a sec.
Fang of Despair, remember to take the Ancient Sword. I took it. Slawinski, of course that's the same freaking animation. You gotta make that stuff work multiple times, son. The question is will we get the same moaning?
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Hey, I can't hear you.
That's it! I quit! What the hell are we doing here? Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes? They tried to turn me around.
Okay, what is happening?
Look what we've got here.
Hey. Gotcha. Are you okay? Hey, I can't hear you.
Alright. That was what was at the door. UPS. Let's find out what's going on in here. Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Let's kill these guys. Nightshade, yes, the door.
Didn't mean to do that.
Just a little bit of the UPS. My UPS man is awesome, by the way. Very understanding about when he comes in here and finds me yelling at a television screen and talking, seemingly, just to myself.
Outstanding, Highness. Never met.
Duke, no awesome Proto Man doll this time. Yeah, everybody, I'm right there with you. I have not a whole lot of interest in playing Battlefield Hardline. That is nothing against the studio's or the studio behind the game. I think Visceral is very talented. I enjoy their games most of the time. Tim and I played through a little Dead Space last Friday, which I encourage you to rewatch the stream of. But man, yeah, Battlefield Hardline is not a game that I can get enthusiastic about. Getting excited about militarized police forces just doesn't float my boat. Yes, Sang Hee, this cave's design is not really interesting at all. I am right there with you. The cave is so much less interesting than the outdoors in this game. I will say, it still feels like Final Fantasy, though. You know, the game is not light on... The series, rather, is not light on caves that aren't that thrilling. Oh, come on. Oh, you don't like this music? Hera DeBoer, 58. I'm into it. I'm a big fan of Yoko Shimomura, though. Like, I will say it's a little bit too similar to some of her other compositions. Like, I know that, like, there's a style, but... Where are we? Where are we? What's happening?
Right.
All right. That's one more run. Fang of Despair. I'm right there with you. Music is gorgeous. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Down into the... Okay! Cool. Now that's cool. It's cool to go through this barren, weird, dark cave and find something like this at the end. That's a nice reward. Now let's see what happens. Guy eats octopus. Yeah, I mean, there are only 3 enemy types in the game so far. But, again, that's actually not too surprising given Final Fantasy. So you walk into a dungeon, what happens? There are 3, 4, 5 different enemies total, and then a boss. Alright! So we got the summon? Noctis has assimilated a new astral power. Rama will bestow his grace on Noctis when Noctis's HP is 0. Common enemies defeated by Rama do not provide items or experience in episode Duscae. Well, we should probably get outside and figure out what he, Oh, look at that. Automatic exit. Awesome. Very nice. Sang Hee, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe that's why the rest of the cave was so boring. That's a classic piece of game design. You know, something mundane, something that's very oppressive, like a dark cave, sort of being alleviated by a vision of something, you know, bucolic and lovely. Everybody, it is 10 minutes past our stop time. I do want you guys to be able to see the summon, though, and I would like to see the summon. So let's go get in a fight and die. Yes, Sang Hee, big +1 for the auto exit. That is a huge bonus.
I am not in wildlife. More of a pet guy. Quit your crying. Time to put up.
Fang of Despair, is there anything I need to do besides die to use Rama? Just emo it up and jump off a cliff. Dark, dude. Good God. Okay. Quickest way to do this is to go campgrounds. There we go. You only need 0 HP, and it will prompt you. We can go find a way to get 0 HP. We're gonna go fight one of those giant things in the lake. How about that? How about giant lake monsters? How about we get Noctis hit by a car? How about I go punch this black Chocobo directly in the face? I don't know why this black Chocobo keeps just showing up in the woods. Where are you going? Where are you going, black Chocobo? Why won't we be friends? You can have Final Fantasy 15 clothes in whatever color you want, as long as it's black. Okay. We are gonna go kill those giant giraffe alligators that are hanging out in Lake Town. Yeah! Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we do that? I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm really disappointed that it was Battlefield Hardline at the door. That was the biggest bummer in the world, because I'm waiting for Bloodborne to arrive in the mail. Sony has already sent out the shipping notification that Bloodborne is on its way. Man, that's a bummer. Tim Sepula. You know, there's a reason that I was getting hung up on the trees. He said, I got it! We on Pluto! I said, how can you tell? From the bark, you dummy! Can you even kill those water monsters? We're gonna find out! We are going to find out. I want to see them die a horrific death. They're not too far away. We're gonna go mess them up. Oh, baby. There they are. We're gonna camp out one more times. One more times. Because I can talk. Because I have the capacity for good speech. There we go. Is the demo replayable? Yeah. Dry age stew. Let's get a little stew going.
Sounds good.
Let's get a little stew going. Ha! Rest in peace. Prince, rest in peace, escape rope. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I would love an old school escape rope. Instead, we have all these fine Coleman products. I find it ridiculous that there is actual, like, Coleman sponsorship in this game. That's absurd. Oh, look at all the levels. Look at all the levels. Oh, I can't really... Guy Eats Octopus, I can't really tell, but how is the ambient world, like, you know, the audio? It's great. It's actually really cool.
Let's hit it.
I like it a lot. Especially when you're on the road. Oh yeah, Alexander. Coleman products. That's for real. This is not a drill. Alright. Water beasts. Look at the size of these things. We can totally mess them up. Oh, that one's like right in the middle of the lake, though. Jaybird9, does the time of day change? Yeah! And, like, it's actually a really good... Really good, Why does it look like Noctis is limping half the time? Noctis looks like he's limping half the time because, like, it dynamically reacts to whatever you're walking over. So if he walks over a big rock, you know, He awkwardly steps over it, like these bushes. I'm not taking, like, the most comfortable path.
Stay sharp.
I don't want to deal with you dogs. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Easy as they come.
Pepper sandwich, I'm working on it. I have to be able to actually reach the monsters to fight the monsters. Oh, that is such a bummer that you can't... What? What do you mean you can't fight them, Nishal? Of course you can fight them. You can fight everything. Yeah, Noctis is carrying 5 enormous swords. That's gotta weigh a man down. Oh my god, let me kill you. Yeah, Duke, what's worse? Coleman gear in the Final Fantasy universe or freaking Diesel jeans in, Devil May Cry 2? Come here. Come here. Ah. Guy Eats Octopus, it is a download code. I was actually really hoping for a disc as well. And Nightshade, yes, there are Winnebagos. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Alright. Well. Ugh, that's such a bummer. I was really hoping that thing would just come over here and stomp me, like, just once and I'd be dead. That sucks. But there's something around here wants to kill me. What wants to kill me? I'm gonna slap a Chocobo. Ah, here we go. Hello, dogs. Kill me! We will put up no fight. They're running away. There we go. Alright. I'm putting down the controller. Alright, now we're talking. Guys, it's kind of hard to die. Fight me! Oh, October Notice! Look for... No, play Type 0, it's good. It's very good. Oh, don't stay still.
What did you expect?
Good call. Ah! God, guys.
Well, put it in the books.
We are 18 minutes past stop time. Here, maybe this guy'll kill me good. We'll go back to the dong-shaped nose. Come here, Dong. Bring that dong-shaped nose over here.
Last thing I need now. Let's clean it up quick.
Kill me. Yeah, now we're talking. That's how you kill. Oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. No! Stop healing me, dude! The AI is too useful! Better.
Hey, Prompto. Now keep your feet steady.
Oh my god!
Heads up. Just stay alive till I get there. Keep your head high, Biggie.
Just go and kill the Behemoth. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this was stupid. We'll go kill the Behemoth. Yeah, I wonder if... Can I exit? Can I enter from this side? Can I just go into its lair? Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly? My friend here there's never been a game that I am too good at. That is just silly. That's silly talk. Oh, my character on The Sims. Alright, here we go. Here we go! This is perfect. It just lets me go fight him. Hello! Behemoth! Are you interested in getting messed up? Oh god. Oh gosh! Do it! Yeah, bring it! You big dumb dope! Better. Better. Give me the prompt. Summon! Oh, awesome. Awesome. What? What? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't watch this before. That is some Asura's Wrath ridiculousness.
Takedown!
Surprised we're still
This is
standing.
it! The ticket to getting
Cool.
our car back!
Yep. Feeling pretty
Very
proud
cool.
right now.
I think I'm having
Wow.
a moment.
Yeah,
That was really
heard
cool.
West Indies.
Alright, there you go, guys. That's the main quest of episode
Before we might
Duscae. It
reclaim
took us
our
an
car,
hour
we
and
need to
22
claim a
minutes
small
with some
fortune this Behemoth
ridiculous
has managed to
ridiculousness along the way. Thank you so much for joining us today for this stream. This was a blast. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 episode Duscae is available right now with copies of Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I highly recommend it. Very cool stuff. And thank you again for joining me today, everybody. We will see you on Thursday. We'll be playing Ori in the Blind Forest by request of the crowd. So yeah, follow us here. Go to engadget.com/gaming to check out the rest of the stuff we've got coming up, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Our three modular elements included silly string, flamethrower, and spray paint. And since we're Chaotic Moon, we have a little bit of danger with the kind of projects we show off.